What up, guys? We got another beer review coming at you today. This one we got a doozy. It is called Kumpel Ultra Strong Beer, full and original taste. And I am talking, so the dog's getting excited and going to be eating and drinking. But this is from Poland, and it is a whopping, let's figure out which camera I'm using, 16% ABV. Like, what? I had other beers in store that I was going to be doing, and I came across this at the grocery store, and I was like, I gotta try it. I have to see how terrible this thing is. 16%, that's wild. I mean, that's more than most wines you're going to be trying. So, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to be getting into with this. Okay, let's see if there's any other information worth mentioning that I can actually read that isn't in Polish. It just says strong beer, pasteurized. Okay. 16%. I can't remember the last time I had a beer this high. I mean, there's a lot of like Belgian winter beers that are around the 12% mark, but 16 might be the tops that I've ever had. I don't know. But okay, there is the beer. It's much, I don't think you can really pick it up in this video, but it's got a very kind of orange, like sunset color to it. But yeah, it's not, because the light's not, you can't really pick it up from your end. But yeah, it's got, I don't know. Let's get into the review, get into the smell. Ooh. Yeah, that smells like a beer that's 16% ABV. Ooh, that has like a turpentine molasses aroma to it. Oh man, that's gonna be rough. That's got, I think, like a really barley forward, like extreme barley. There is kind of a fruitiness to it, but like the dried plums you get in like the plastic bags that, or you know, it smells like dried plums sitting in gasoline. Oh god. I'm not looking, I don't know. I can't recommend it on aroma because I feel like I might I don't know. This would be a great beer if, you know, you're like the Steel Reserve Mickey's kind of crowd. That's not generally me, but I don't know. I can't recommend it on aroma, but let's get into taste. Okay. Honestly, for considering the ABV, it's not the worst thing. Like, if you're just, I mean, 16% is so prevalent on this, you are obviously buying this beer because you want that 16%. You want to get loaded, and you don't want to have to drink a lot to do it. It does have kind of like a gasoline flavor to it, but it's not the worst. Oh god. I mean, it's not great. It's not great. But it's not the worst. Almost all of the taste, the front half of the tongue. It is kind of that that barley aspect to it, but it has kind of it is more like orange marmalade meets gasoline versus the plum. So, with prunes, whatever I was going for in the smell. But yeah, this is like orange marmalade, toasted orange marmalade for the maltiness, mixed with gasoline. It's I feel like at this point, just go for wine, man. Just get the bottle of wine. Just get the wine. Even though, yes, this is a higher ABV than the wine, but okay. Here's the thing. Me recommending it or not is really heavily dependent on what you're looking to get out of this beer. If you want to get just a good tasting beer, no, this is not a good tasting beer. If you are into it, if you're just going for a beer that is high ABV, and that is all you're going for, which most likely if you're getting a beer that's marked 16% ABV, that's probably what you want, then it's not that bad. So it really depends the purpose of buying this particular beer. If you want it for good taste, no. If you want it just for 16%, because this is basically the equivalent of like 4 Bud Lights. That's crazy. Like, this is 4 Bud Lights. If that's what you're going for, actually, I will recommend it on taste because it is not the worst thing. I've tasted worse. It is getting close to that Belgian strong Christmas ale taste to it, but this has more gasoline kind of aspect going on to it. Let's see, we're getting a little. So yeah, again, it depends. I'm not going to recommend it for if you just want a good beer. I will recommend it if you're just going for high ABV. So kind of take your pick with that one. But not for me. Just me personally, for taste, beer-wise, I'm not going to recommend it. Just for me particularly. All right, next category, value for price. This is where, like, this costs less than €2. Again, 4 Bud Lights basically for less than €2. That's not bad, man. Like, if you don't have a lot of money, but you go into a party and you just want to be able to, sip on something that's going to give you a nice buzz, you're going to get a nice buzz off of this thing, and you just spent €2. I think probably after conversion is probably about $2. That's not bad. So I will recommend it on value for price. You're getting this might be the ultimate value for price if we're being serious, because it's kind of crazy. All right, distinction. How distinct is it? I don't drink a lot of ultra strong beers. Like, is that even a category? Is that even like a style of beer? Ultra strong beer. I don't know if that's like technically a category. I've never heard somebody just call it extra strong beer. Usually it falls under a particular, demographic of beer style. But this one is just, let's see. Let's look at the ingredients. Water, barley malt, sugar. So they're adding, that's probably how they get 16% ABV. They gotta add extra sugar to up the, all that. So sugar. There is more sugar than hops and hop extract. Best before, see bottom. Okay, I did drink this before it expired. So distinction. I guess I'll recommend it just because I don't drink a lot of ultra strong beers. I'm gonna put this in the same category again as like a King Cobra Steel Reserve, and this probably has double the ABV of both of them. I don't remember what a Steel Reserve ABV is. I feel like it was like 7.5. This one has more, has a lot more, and it probably costs, this probably costs about what, I haven't priced a 40 ounce crappy beer in a very long time, but this is probably a better bang for your buck. But distinction, sure, I'll recommend it for distinction because I can't think of another beer that's really like this other than, I mean, there's some Belgian ales with a higher ABV where it's kind of similar, but they actually have more standards. But sure, I'll recommend it for distinction. Next category is drinkability, and no, I mean, again, just go for the, I mean, yeah, for me, if you want something that's really high ABV, just go for the wine. Granted, the wine's probably 14%, this is 16%, so you're losing a bit. But, oh man, the wine is definitely more drinkable. Like, oh. I can't drink, like, I can't recommend it for drinkability because this is brutal. So no. And last category is would I buy it again? And no. I mean, unless I fall on some really hard times at some point and I just want to get loaded and forget those hard times, then I will buy this. But any other case, not a chance. I will not be touching this. Like maybe if you're like, you know, college kid and you just don't have a lot of cash, sure, but whatever. So yeah, so I'm not recommending it. I'm not gonna buy it again. Quite frankly, I feel like this beer could be doing crazy numbers if they sold this in the States. And maybe they do. If they do, they're selling it wrong. They need to be at convenience stores, like just front and center next to the Steel Reserve. Because I mean, 16% people will buy that. Like, this would sell like crazy in some of these markets. I mean, I have been in, I think I was at a gas station outside of Las Vegas, and like one entire wall was like nothing but, I think it was just Steel Reserve, top to bottom. That was it. And then next to it was like Natty Ice. Natty Ice. When's the last time you had an ice beer? But this would do like gangbusters. So whoever's in charge of like importing whatever this beer, get on it. Get it to the convenience stores because you will make bank. You could be the next like great convenience store beer. But yeah, that's it. That's the review of Kumpel. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. Kumpel Full and Original Taste Ultra Strong Beer. 16%. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and you guys take it easy.